Good evening. Today is April 14th, and this is the Parks and Recreation Board meeting. We're excited to be here today with a full audience. Let's start with a salute to the flag. Please stand, put your right hand over your heart, and join me. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Mr. Thompson, roll call, please.
Chair Maisha Gamino.
Here.
Vice Chair Lori Durbin.
Here.
Board Member Ashley Ramsey.
Here.
Board Member Arma Sterland.
Here.
And Board Member Mickey DiPaolo.
Here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Thompson. And now we have several announcements. Can we invite Mr. Burton to the podium and share those, please? Thank you.
Good evening, Chair Maisha Gamino and members of the board. Thank you to everyone joining us this evening. My name is Bryce Burton, Recreation Supervisor in the Parks and Recreation Department. Tonight I have the pleasure of sharing the department's program announcements and updates, so let's begin the slideshow. All right, Summer Camp Specialty Camp Fair. Preview the summer specialty camp options this Saturday, March 16th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Enjoy instructor-led demos and fun games and participate in our camp challenge for a chance to win a free week of camp. Register for this event at burbankparks.com. We'll see you there. Burbank City Parks Master Plan. The City of Burbank, in collaboration with RJM Design Group, is conducting a City Parks Master Plan. This master plan will guide Parks and Recreation's development now and in the future. Provide your input at the next community meeting on April 10th at 6 p.m. at Mary Alver Recreation Center. To register for this meeting, visit the Special Events tab on burbankparks.com. If you are interested in getting involved and cannot attend our in-person meetings, we invite you to provide feedback by visiting www.burbankca.gov/City Parks Master Plan. Burbank Animal Shelter Tour for Life. Burbank Animal Shelter is joining North Shore Animal League America, the world's largest no-kill animal rescue and adoption organization, to celebrate the start of the 24th annual Tour for Life, bringing awareness to animal rescue. To celebrate, the Burbank Animal Shelter will be offering 50% off all adoption fees this week until Saturday, March 16th. Visit the shelter this week to find your next family member. Spring Extravaganza. Hop on over to our Spring Extravaganza. Don't miss out on games, pictures with the bunny, and egg-sighting egg hunts on Saturday, March 23rd, 2024 from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Participants must be registered for the egg hunts. A $5 fee is due at the time of registration. Registration is now open to Burbank residents. Open registration begins on March 18th. Visit burbankparks.com for more information. Betsy Lukey Creative Arts Center Gallery Show. The Betsy Lukey Creative Arts Center Gallery is currently hosting the annual Fine Arts Federation 2024 membership exhibit. This juried mixed media exhibit, representing more than 60 artists, includes paintings, sculptures, pottery, collages, and photography. Admission is free and available to Monday to Thursday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., Friday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., or Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Betsy Lukey Creative Arts Center. Moonlight Hikes. Join us on Monday, March 25th at our next staff-led Moonlight Hike up to the View. Hike times vary based on sunset times. Visit burbankparks.com to register today. Burbank Clippers Day. The Burbank Parks and Recreation Department welcomes residents, friends, and family to the annual Clippers Day. Purchase tickets online at www.clippersgroups.com/Burbank while supplies last. Story Owl Hour. Join us for our next story time at Stout Canyon Nature Center. Story Owl Hour is perfect for ages 2 to 5 interested in nature-related topics. Participants will enjoy a staff-led story and can check out books from a Burbank Library staff member at the end of the event. To register for our next story time on March 28th, visit www.burbankparks.com. Burbank Dig Days. Seeking volunteers for our next Dig Day. Help us keep our parks beautiful and thriving. Our next available volunteer date is on April 6th from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Visit burbankca.gov/Dig Burbank to sign up today or learn more about our Dig Day program. 311 Animal Services. Our Burbank 311 app has expanded its capabilities to include Burbank Animal Shelter Service requests. This free app makes it easier than ever to report wildlife sightings, submit pet noise complaints, report lost or found pets, and more. Available for download on the Apple app and Google Play stores or online at 311.burbankca.gov. Wild Creatures Walk. Enjoy a docent-led hike through the Verdugo Mountains with your little ones. Learn about the animals that call the Verdugo Mountains home. Register for our hike on March 24th by visiting burbankparks.com. Burbank Animal Shelter. The Burbank Animal Shelter low-cost vaccine clinic has resumed. Take advantage of low-cost vaccines and affordable microchips for your cats and dogs. Call us at 818-238-3340 to secure an appointment or visit burbankca.gov/animal shelter. Open to Burbank and non-Burbank residents. Coyote encounter tips. Spring has arrived, and with spring comes more coyote activity. Remember to take precautions to keep pets safe. Next time you encounter a coyote, remember to get big, get loud, and shout, "Go away, coyote!" But maybe more aggressive than that. Visit coyotehazing.com for more information. So there's a lot going on, as you can see in Parks and Rec, so follow us. Stay in the loop with the latest Parks and Rec updates by connecting with us on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you all. This concludes the department announcements.
Thank you so much, Mr. Burden. And I see that there are no presentations as called for on the agenda. So next is the Department Director report. Ms. Garcia, do you have a report?
Good evening, Chair Gamino and board members. I do have a really brief update. As we all know, it was really windy today, especially this morning. And with trees and winds, we do have some impacts. So just briefly wanted to share with the board and the community. We did have, unfortunately, some tree failures and some large broken branches throughout the community. So quickly, just wanted to provide the board a summary of what transpired during the day. So today we had unfortunately 34 tree failures in the city and over 50 large broken branches. The impacts were to 3 residential structures that were impacted with the tree failures. Some cars were damaged, and throughout the day there were some roads that were blocked because of these trees falling. All that has been cleared. Thankfully, nobody was injured during the day. We did receive a lot of support from Burbank Police Department, Fire Department, as well as Public Works, who helped us with some clearance of the trees. Also, we had our tree contractor help us with some emergency tree clearance throughout today, which was very helpful. And just wanted to make you and the community aware that it's going to take us a few weeks for our forestry and landscape crew to get our parks and some of our parkway trees cleared. So just ask for patience as we get through all that. But again, just wanted to reassure everybody that nobody was hurt. None of the damage to homes it was all minor, thankfully. And just wanted to provide the board an update on the damage today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Garcia. It's glad that everyone's okay. And thankful for all the departments that came to support, including the firefighters. Okay, so now it's time for a public comment period. Now's the time for general public comment. For members of the public who are here in person and wish to speak, please present a completed yellow general public comment card to the recording secretary. Any person speaking during general public comment may address the board on any matter related to the Parks and Recreation Board. Comments are limited to 3 minutes per person. In order to promote fairness, please stay within your maximum allotted time of 3 minutes. There is a timer available on the podium to help the speaker keep track of how much time is left. When you start to speak, please state your name for the record. I also encourage anyone to call in during general public comment period at 818-238-3335, 818-238-3335. Callers will be placed in a queue until all in-person comments have been received. For callers, please remember to lower the volume on your TV and computer and take your phone off of speaker to deliver your public comment. And at this point in time, we'll start with the yellow comment cards that are here with us in person now. So can I first have Eric Hack? Thank you.
Right. Hey, good evening. My name, for the record, is Eric Hawk. I'm the current, no offense taken, I assure you, current president of the Burbank Community Band Board of Directors, and with me in an equally well-dressed ensemble is our immediate past president, Steve Newman. I wanted to speak a little bit about the band. I've not presented before this board before, so I apologize if some of you already know who we are, but I'll just give a little backstory there. The Burbank Community Band is a volunteer band made up of between 50 and 60 musicians, from professionals keeping their chops up to returning musicians, as well as new musicians new to playing music with a large band of 50 or 60 people. We perform at city events, the Veterans Day and Memorial Day functions at McCambridge Park. We also perform for school assemblies, one coming up on April 1st, actually, very shortly. And our goals as a band are to share music with the community of Burbank, also to provide a welcoming place for musicians to hone their skills, their musical talents, and to support education, music education with youth in our community. These days, if you're out in Burbank, and you can find the Burbank Community Band on Friday mornings at McCambridge Park from 9:30 to 11:30, filling the hallways of that recreation center with rich music as we are preparing for our upcoming concert. And I'll mention the concert in just a moment. But before I do, I want to thank this body for its recent launch of the Burbank Arts Grant, and for allowing local artist groups like the Burbank Band for having the opportunity to participate in the application process as well. And this is a wonderful opportunity to help artists and foster the arts in this wonderful community. And now on to the concert. The Burbank Community Band has its next and largest show of the year coming up on April 6th, Saturday, April 6th at 6 p.m. The location was going to be at Dolores Huerte Middle School here in Burbank at 420 South Mariposa Street. And, pardon me. And as with all Burbank band concerts, this is a free concert, although donations are always welcome. The show will be focused on music inspired by space and the exploration of space. There'll be selections from Gustav Holst's The Planets, the music also from the movie Apollo 13, will be just some of the pieces that we will be performing. A member of our band, for the first time ever, has produced a preview, a little teaser video. Not enough time on during this public comment period, but I certainly could email it to some of you if that's permissible as a YouTube video, as a 1-minute video. And finally, because I'm running out of time, thank you once again for this board's support of our band and Burbank artists, and hope you all can come to one of our upcoming shows. I think that the principal liaison here to your board has a few copies of our flyer, and hopefully that can be shared with you there. So thank you very much. Have a nice evening, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, Eric and Steve. The next comment is from Nathan Casapow. I hope I said your name correctly. Please feel free to correct those names too. That was great. Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Hi. Good evening, Chair Gamino, Vice Chair Dermott, and members of the board. Thank you for allowing me to speak today. My name is Master Nathan Casapow, and I was raised in this wonderful city, and I'm here today to present a new class called Life Skills through Martial Arts at the Olive Recreation Center. The reason I'm excited to present this class is I feel that martial arts has shaped me to become the person that I am standing here in front of you today. I started martial arts when I was 3 years old, and I feel like it's more than just kicking and punching, but it also teaches life skills such as confidence through facing adversity, discipline and dedication towards reaching a higher goal, such as achieving your black belt, and more importantly, it helps children to learn to carry themselves as a martial artist, which I feel will transcend age. I'm really excited to offer this class, and I would love to present it to the youth of this community. The classes will start on March 27th to May 24th, and they will be on Wednesdays and Fridays. The classes will be from 5:30 to 6:15 for ages 6 to 12, and then 6:15 to 7 p.m. for teens 13 to 17. You can register at burbankparks.com, or you can call my number or text me anytime, 818-640-0026. You can also follow my Instagram, which I just started, at beyondmartialarts.la. So thank you, board, for allowing me to present this class, and I'm excited to serve the community. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing. What an exciting class to start. Next is Madison Michalise.
Good evening. My name is Madison Michalise, and I am the Vice President of Elevate Burbank. I'm joined tonight by President Linda Besson, Secretary Isabel O'Maro, as well as Board Member Chris Bohm. We are so thankful that you're voting on the Community Arts Grant Program, and so we just wanted to come and show our support. The mission of Elevate Burbank is to promote the understanding of cultural diversity through events, engagement, and partnerships with the Burbank community. We mainly do this through our annual Multicultural Arts Festival and also by organizing the main stage at Holiday in the Park. We've been able to bring unique artists to share their gifts with Burbank, such as Irish dancers, martial artists, folklorico, opera, poets, folk music, you name it. And this year we have even more amazing performances planned for our May 11th Celebrate Burbank Festival. We're funded completely by individual donations and sponsorships, and we have no staff. We are a fully volunteer working board. Therefore, our funds are always limited, as I'm sure you all know. It's the challenge of nonprofits. It's always been our goal to pay performers a stipend when they perform for the community. As you all know, this past year, our community's entertainers participated in historic strikes to fight for their rights and worth. So we believe now, more than ever, it's important to financially reward artists who bring their talents to our events. This grant will help us do this. We are so grateful for the grant program and the city's continued support of the arts. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for coming. Next is Cynthia Pease.
Good evening, Parks Chair and members. I want to say thank you to you and all of the staff for what you do for the city. I work with city government, I work with the county, I work with the state in regards to the arts. But in regards to parks, I will tell you, your sister cities are very envious and jealous of what you have here. You have created a shining example for both youth and seniors for all kinds of community activities that bring everyone together. It's one of the most important things you could possibly do. So I wanted to say thank you. I'm one of the founding members from the Cultural Arts Commission. My husband's family has been here since they built the homes on the hill where the city advertised, "Come buy a home in Burbank because we have culture." And I don't know if you know about the mural that is behind those curtains, that after World War II with the Arts Work Project, what that mural, how it got here and what it means. But you can follow up on that later. But I want to say thank you. Over the years, arts have become more prevalent and less prevalent based on what's going on in the needs of the city. We're in a position now where you're voting on a grants project, which is a precedent. There's very few cities that do this, and it will really put Burbank in a place that will attract so many more people to come to the city. It will bring money into the city, and this is just a little piece. I was a controller, so in my mind, this money is just a drop in the bucket. But later, as this propagates, it'll bring more money in to to cover the capacity of all of this, and it really will be the cultural. I'm going to say, it'll bring awareness and appreciation for the cultural arts in a way that has never been experienced here before. So I just want to say thank you for all you do, and when you consider this, there are many of us, including all your fabulous staff, we're going to work hard to make this grow and thrive. So thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Stephanie Gerard.
Long time no see. Good morning, first time caller, long time listener, no. Good evening, Park Board. As Cindy, my fellow commissioner, I'm on the Cultural Arts Commission, and we've worked really hard with city staff that's positively amazing, and our outside specialist, Christy Lozinski, that through the past year, I think we've been working on this grant program and putting it together, putting it out there. Okay, I was like, whoa, that was quick. 30 seconds, maybe. And it's also a little bit about myself. I'm an artist. I am a member of several art organizations, Burbank Art Association, Fine Arts Federation, California Creative Arts, in addition to the Cultural Arts Commission. So I am a huge advocate, supporter, and as well as an actual user of things. I participate in tons of shows at the Betsy Lukey, which is an amazing facility. We are blessed to have it. The teachers, the staff, the facility itself is phenomenal. And we're hoping to really grow the arts in Burbank, and this grant program will do that, and hopefully it will be sustaining, and we look forward to that. And we would love to hope you will vote on it to approve it, so that all the people that have spent the time applying for it will be able to bring their dreams to fruition, these activities and performances throughout our community, and really bring the arts to it. So thank you. I hope you get to see them as well, and you'll come to them and enjoy them. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your comment. And the last comment card that I have is Leah Harrison. Is it Leah or Leah? Leah, okay.
Thank you. Hi, hello, Parks and Rec Board. Thank you for having me. City staff. I guess I am the trifecta of the parks, or the commissioners here, to thank you, one, for voting on this tonight. I know most of you, I know you guys know that when we brought this last time, we have great appreciation that you approved the budget that we had proposed. I just wanted to, in case some of you don't know, give you a little bit of history about this, that it's been years in the making for us to revamp our grants program, which had been going before, but the previous city council gave us some funding during the pandemic to help get people back up on their feet, which is also serendipitous now with the strikes. We are noticing that our arts community is having some problems, making ends meet. So we're very, very proud of this. And specifically because my understanding is in the county of Los Angeles, in the 38 cities, we are now the 9th city to have a grants program. So it is really phenomenal that we have gotten this going. And I cannot even tell you how much work the Parks and Rec staff has done. It is beyond anything we could have hoped for or imagined. I know that they have something that they're going to show you, so they'll speak more to that. They hired Christy Lisinski, who has helped us, Lisinski or Sinsky, Lisinski. And with them and Chris and Marissa, I just dreamed for years that this would happen, and it's finally come to fruition. They have gone above and beyond. So appreciative and honored that we could be part of this process. And of course, we're here to hope that you approve that for us. And thank you for listening to us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And that is the end of the comments that we have that have been submitted to us. So park members, do you have any responses?
Chair.
Did I miss something? Oh, thank you. That's right. Do we have any callers that dialed in? We do. Okay, that's exciting. Okay, well, perfect. Let's have the first person join us, please. Is Megan with us to announce the first person?
Hi, good evening, Parks and Rec Board. I'm really happy to be here with you tonight. My family moved to Burbank in 1951, and I became disabled in 1973 at the age of 50 and a half years old. A lot has changed for the better over the years for the disabled community, and now Burbank is on the front page regarding helping the disabled. I'm here as a Burbank resident and on behalf of the Burbank Advisory Council on Disabilities. I would like to commend the city and the Parks and Recreation Board and the entire park staff for offering and making the recent Adaptive Sports Festival happen. It has had a wonderful impact on the disabled community, including adults and children, and a very positive impact on the rest of the able-bodied community in Burbank. Special appreciation goes out to Jennifer Lev, Diego Savalas, Marissa Garcia. They did a wonderful job, as so many other parks staff people have done. I hope to see more adaptive sports offerings in Burbank and pray more funds are budgeted to the special needs area. I'm very proud about what's been happening to serve the disabled community recently in Burbank, and thank you all very much. I hope you have a good evening, the rest of it.
Thank you very much. And park staff, did we happen to get the caller's name for the record?
It's Glenn Gregos.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you all. You did a terrific job. Thank you.
Okay, and Megan, do we have any additional callers?
Our next caller is Steve Starleaf.
Hi, Steve, you're on.
Okay, great. Good evening, Chair Gamino, members of the board, members of the staff. I'd like to first thank you for your time to let me speak today. This is a very important issue, very close to my heart. I also want to commend the staff and speak to, I believe, the first item on the agenda, the Adaptive Sports Expo, which I thought was a great success, and the staff did a wonderful job. I just can't believe the response. I just wanted to quickly touch on what the tennis center's small part of a wonderful day was. We hold Acing Autism at the tennis center every Saturday, no charge, from 9 to 11. We had Acing Autism out here. We also have every year, we do a Down syndrome 3-day clinic. People come from all over. So we had the Acing Autism and the Down syndrome clinic, and we had tennis and pickleball. We had a great response. And here's one thing I want everybody to realize. We had a table out for Acing Autism. We had 30 people that signed up that would like to join the class. We have kids under 18 now. These were folks over 18, so now we just have a question of starting that class up on Saturdays at no charge and finding court time, and they had a wonderful time. And another aspect that we had in one of the courts that we have never had is wheelchair tennis, which was fantastic. And the staff coordinated with the USTA, the United States Tennis Association, and they provided the instructors, and it was great. And I'm going to now pick up on that and hold it on a regular basis. We had a demand for that. They didn't know that we provided that, but thanks to the expo, we now do provide that. And actually, I'm starting myself to work with a gal whose daughter is in a wheelchair, and we're going to have our first tennis lesson pretty soon, her and I and the mom. And it was a wonderful day, and this is the kind of thing that the tennis center was, the whole thought behind the tennis center. I'm a lifelong resident. I live with my wife and 2 kids in the Rancho. This is a great community, parks, fire, police, schools. It's wonderful. And I just wanted to thank Director Garcia, Diego, and Jennifer, who worked their hearts out, and it was a great day. Thank you so much, board, for listening to me. And again, thank you to the staff, and I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Steve. Always great to hear from you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Megan, do we have any additional callers?
We have no more callers.
Okay, thank you. Okay, seeing that there's no additional callers and that we've gone through the yellow comment cards, Park Board members, do you have any responses? Yes, Mr. DiPaolo.
Thank you. I'd like to just a few comments. The Burbank Community Band has been a part of our community for a number of years. I believe they started out as a Lockheed band way back, and can you hear me? I got a big enough mouth. I thought I could get away. Yeah, they could, you know. But anyway, the Burbank Community Band has been in our community a long time, and they have contributed so much, not only to different things in our musical ceremonies in our city, but they've also contributed to the patriotism in our city that is very evident on Veterans Day and Memorial Day. And I know they're doing their concert on April 6th, but they're also going to be a concert on May 25th at the VFW, where they're going to be playing, it's Memorial Day weekend, and they're going to be playing World War II themed music. So, and it's open to the public, a donation, so feel free to stop by. And I want to thank them for all they've done in our community. And when I was working, they used to use Verdugo Park, so I got a free preview every year. So, no, just a great group of people, and a lot of respect towards all you musicians, and thank you. The young martial artist that's starting a class at Olive, I wish him the best. His little short talk there was inspirational, and I hope some people saw it. And it'd be nice to get some youth involved in that and give them that self-confidence that so many kids sorely need today. And to Elevate Burbank, thank you for being here. I love when a group of volunteers gets together and tries to better what our city offers, and that's very, very, very nice and very much appreciated, and I wish you the best. And of course, our Cultural Arts Commission, thank you for coming tonight. Artist, that's one of my weak points, but I happen to have sit in on a couple of projects that they were, especially the one at Verdugo Park that was done just recently. And their passion and their desire to do the very best they can is very inspirational. And I completely agree with how they were talking about how the city steps up and does things. Our Park and Rec Department has done that since its inception over 80-some years ago. So, and this staff and Marissa are just that evidence about how much we try to do the best we possibly can here. And it's I call it our department because I'm so proud when to have worked for this department for a number of years. But and I'll comment more on the adaptive expo that was also wonderful. Thank you.
Well said, Board Member DiPaolo. Yes, Board Member Mercerlian.
Excuse me. Thank you. I know in the last few meetings we've dealt with, maybe not the last one, but like there were a few meetings where there were some tougher public comments to deal with. So it's always nice to see a lot more positive vibes in the room. I know it's not always going to be the case, but tonight it's evidenced by everyone here. It's just a lot of positivity, which is great, which obviously means the city, the staff, the city council, the volunteers, everyone's contributing to making this a better place. To the community band, I've seen you guys, but I never knew there was like the official capacity or the name. So good to know. Definitely going to bring up Saturday, April 6th to the wife and see if we can bring out the kids to it. Sounds really fun, actually. So thank you for sharing that. To the gentleman, he left, but I dig the entrepreneurialism. That's great that he came out here, used this as a platform to promote his martial arts business he's starting, the class he's running. So that's great. So hopefully other people can use this as a platform, especially when they're working with the city, offering classes up. And then to the folks talking that were here talking about the community arts grant, which we're going to discuss in a little bit. I mean, we are the media and entertainment capital, so to continue to foster that in our city would be a shame if we didn't. So, I mean, it just makes a lot of sense. So I'm glad that we are taking those steps to do that, and obviously we'll discuss it in more detail. Obviously, we'll talk about the Adaptive Sports Expo. I was able to kind of be there for a little bit, and it's great. And so, and the fact that Steve called, they're starting to offer some classes around that, and apologize if I have ignorance on this, but if there's a way to add additional classes into the recreation guide fall, winter, spring, to add classes there for those that, require are disabled or in wheelchair, whether it's sports or whatever else it is, that'd be incredible. So let's keep up the momentum, and thank you everyone for coming.
Thank you so much. Any other board members? Okay, well, I appreciate all of our speakers. Thank you for all of your comments and feedback. The information that you share helps us to be able to make good recommendations and decisions that support our community, because we understand where our community stands. So thank you so much for sharing those. We appreciate it and we value your thoughts. So with that, we will close public comment period. The next item on the agenda is for any written communications. Ms. Garcia, are there any written communications?
No, there are no written communications.
Okay, next is Park Board member comments. Board members, do you have any comments to share? No? Okay. Yes, Ms. Durbin.
Thank you. I went to the Burbank Athletic Federation board meeting, and I got a presentation by Mr. Casapow, which was, I agree, really exciting to hear about martial arts coming back. I think we had it a long time ago in Burbank when my kids were little, so I know it was a long, long time ago, but that's exciting, and he really gave a great presentation. And then as far as Burbank Adaptive Sports, a presentation also at the board meeting I went to, so I look forward to hearing more about it. It sounded fantastic. I was traveling for work, but I know a lot of work went into it, and it seems to have been just crazy popular. I know I sent my staff and people that I work with at the YMCA in the foothills area to come and observe it, because we are developing adaptive programming at the YMCA, because I think this was like the great example for all of us to kind of follow. So I look forward to hearing more about it a little bit. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vice Chair Durbin. I attended the 2 Arts and Public Places meetings, and one of the outcomes of it was voting to contribute funds to support the beautification project, which was the electrical boxes, which is led by our Parks and Recreation Department and the Cultural Arts Commission. And so it was just fantastic to see what's coming next. If anyone has not seen these electrical boxes, they are absolutely stunning. They are beautiful. Our artists come out and they paint just such great work for us to be able to walk by and drive by. And I think they do a fantastic job, and I'm proud to have seen us be able to vote and support it. So look forward to seeing what comes next and the next iteration of those boxes that come out of that. Okay, are there any more comments? No? Okay, so with that, we will move to the next section of new business. And the first is an update on what Steve had provided comment on, and that's the Burbank Adaptive Sport Expo. So, Ms. Lev, please share an update.
Hello, greetings, Chair Gamino and members of the board. My name is Jennifer Lev, Recreation Services Manager for Parks and Recreation, and the base event, as we like to call it for short, was a labor of love and an absolute pleasure to be a part of. To begin, I wanted to take a minute to recognize the amazing team that served on this committee to put on this event, because clearly I couldn't do it alone. And so as I call out your names, if you guys don't mind standing up and giving a wave so we can acknowledge you and all the hard work that you've done. The first being Noah Altman, Recreation Services Supervisor. Noah spearheaded the sponsors and vendors for the event, and as the supervisor at McCambridge, also helped in coordinating the various elements and logistics of the facility. A few people that weren't able to make it here today were Recreation Supervisor Kim Freed and Recreation Coordinator Christina Lara. Kim Freed and Christina Lara assisted with the registration on our software program, as well as coordinating with volunteers. Then I'd like to recognize graphics media designer Tony Rodriguez and admin analyst Lorena Romero. Stay standing, guys. This is our amazing marketing team. As you can see, part of our event, a really awesome shirt, and then all the marketing material that went behind this, the social media posts, the social media blasts, the posters, the flyers. They did an incredible job. And then also a work trainee, Colin Griffin, who's not here, but he was basically assisting wherever needed on the event day and then leading up to it, helping coordinate that. And then also the support of Assistant Director Diego Ceballos was serving on that committee. So really talented group of people, really happy to be a part of this and really happy for them. So for that, we're going to go ahead and show you a brief reel highlighting the inaugural Burbank Adaptive Sports Expo. Thank you. So the initial vision and goal of this event was to create something that was focused on adaptive sport activities in an effort to bridge together resources and showcase diverse program offerings. Early on, through discussions with the Burbank Adaptive Council on Disabilities, we connected with 3 organization leaders that advocated and advocates who guided us through the planning of this event. Andrew Skinner with Triumph Foundation, Michael Rosencrantz with SoCal Adaptive Sports, and Joseph Burton with Hearts for Sight. For our inaugural event, we activated McCambridge Park, Recreation Center, the Burbank Tennis Center, and through coordination with 15 organizations, including community groups, nonprofits, and municipal partnerships, we provided 18 diverse adaptive sports activities, all in one centralized space, including wheelchair rugby, power wheelchair soccer, wheelchair basketball, para-fencing, chair yoga, adaptive martial arts, visually impaired judo, visually impaired soccer, a drum circle, visually impaired baseball, adaptive disc golf, adaptive park and play games, adaptive golf, wheelchair tennis, adaptive pickleball, tennis for persons with Down syndrome, and tennis with persons with autism, and boccia. In addition, the event secured 19 event sponsors and boasted a popular vendor booth area. The Burbank Adaptive Sports Expo pre-registered nearly 200 athletes and over 100 volunteers. And on the day of the event, the park site experienced over 1,000 visitors. The energy there was electric. We are proud to say the event was a huge success and a very proud moment for the city of Burbank. The Parks and Recreation Department is dedicated in continuing to champion diverse program offerings, inclusivity, and the transformative power of adaptive sports in our city and in our community. This is an event we are planning to make an annual occurrence and in communications with various groups to develop ongoing adaptive programming to our program offerings, similar to what you heard from Steve Starleaves at the Tennis Center. So, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Love. Are there any questions or comments from the board members? Yes. Board Member Ramsey.
Just a comment. I know an event like this is, I'm sure, I can't imagine how much work you all put into it. And I am so glad to hear that it's annual, or going to be annual, because this is a really amazing thing. And so I just want to say thank you to you and the staff and everyone who put so much work into this event, because it's truly a really great thing that Burbank did. Thank you.
Board Member Mercillian.
This is a wild idea, and I don't know how it would work. So, and we have 4 years to figure it out. But LA 28's coming here. The Paralympic Games are going to be here. This just feels like there's something there that can be done where, just like you guys have a Burbank community Clippers outing or whatever Kings outing, maybe there's some way to do some sort of Paralympic Games outing for the community. I think it just somehow ties in really well. Again, I don't know the logistics. Maybe it's a total wild idea, but I think there could be something there, and it just gives these kids inspiration when they go see these people performing, at a, on a world stage. So it just gives them something to inspire for or aspire for. So something to think about. I think there's 4 years to figure it out, but just something that I thought I'd throw out there.
I think that's a fantastic idea. Absolutely.
Board Member DiPaolo.
Thank you, Maisha. Great event, Jennifer. I was able to be there, and I enjoyed every minute of it. I learned a lot that day, but as I was standing in the gym, I thought back to when the gym opened in 1957, and it was another thing that Burbank did. They started providing activities that weren't other municipalities didn't have, and then we went to the a lot of diverse activities. I think we were one of the first cities to have adaptive recreation for the disabled and things like that. But I just saw this as another step in our department, how we meet not only the community's demand, but the Southern California demands. And I see this adaptive program becoming a real part of our overall programming down the line. And you all have a lot to be proud of for this wonderful day. And just watch all those people out there, young and old, having a great time and learning with the pickleball and baseball. And it was just a wonderful day. And the time flew by. Everybody, when I got there, I thought I got there early. Everything was already set up. It was getting busy, but it was just one of the most upbeat days and so inspirational. And I want to commend our staff and all the people that participated, all the leaders that came in there that had their particular sport. Just everybody was enthused about it, and it's so congratulations to all of you on a wonderful, wonderful day, and I look forward to some really great things in the future. And I like the Olympic idea that Ara had, excuse me, and so thank you again, all of you. Great day.
I am so proud to live in a city and serve in a city that believes in and advocates for inclusion and accessibility. So thank you for your hard work and dedication to this. It means a lot to all of us. Good job and congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so for that, we just needed to note and file it. So we will be filing that away. Look forward to the next one. The next item on our agenda is the Arts Grants Program Award, and we have Ms. Barrows here to present it to us. We can clap for her, it's okay.
Hello and good evening, Chair Gamino and members of the board. I'm Erin Barrows, Recreation Services Manager with Parks and Recreation Department, and oversee the Cultural Arts section. I'm thrilled to be here tonight to talk to you about the 2024 Community Arts Grant Program. You've heard a lot of wonderful things about it, and we're excited that we're able to see this. As I'm sure you're aware, as you've heard from a few of the individuals today in public comment, arts grant programs are vital components of the services offered by local arts agencies across the United States. They play a crucial role in providing cultural enrichment to communities by subsidizing free or discounted ticket prices and promoting public engagement in cultural activities. These grants represent an investment in the community, enriching the lives of residents, workers, and visitors alike. Next slide, please. In line with this, the Parks and Recreation Department and the Burbank Cultural Arts Commission initiated the pilot Community Arts Grant Program funded at $50,000. This program aims to support local artists and arts organizations while fostering engagement among Burbank residents through diverse and exceptional cultural arts projects. The program invites artists and arts organizations to apply for grants ranging from $1,000 to $5,000. These grants are intended to support visual and performing arts projects that promote community-wide arts participation and provide enriching experiences for all individuals. Applicants were encouraged to focus on projects that educate, entertain, and inspire participants, raise awareness and appreciation for the arts, address community needs, and reflect Burbank's cultural diversity. Next slide, please. The program specified key eligibility criteria, including residency or base of operation in Los Angeles County, completion of projects within Burbank, and direct service to Burbank residents, businesses, and visitors. Preferences were given to projects with public benefits and interactive components with specific guidelines outlined for individual artists and arts organizations. Next slide, please. Areas that were not eligible to apply for the grant included administrative and operational expenses, programs that were not accessible to the public, projects held, performed, or exhibited outside the city of Burbank, and arts and education or teaching programs. Next slide, please. The program was launched on October 6, 2023, with the application window open from October 9th, 2023 to December 5th, 2023. Application details and instructions were available on the city's website, with outreach conducted via email, social media, and third-party platforms, including the Los Angeles County Department of Arts and Culture. 2 virtual workshops were held, one on October 19th, 2023, and another on November 14th, 2023, providing comprehensive guidance on completing applications, eligibility criteria, evaluation processes, and resources for prospective applicants. Recordings of these workshops were made available on the city's website for those unable to attend, and staff and the art consultant who we've referred to earlier, Christy Lisinski, who's with us tonight, we offered individual assistance if there was further needed for applicants. Next slide, please. Applications underwent evaluation based on artistic quality and merit, community access and impact, project viability, managerial and fiscal competence, cultural equity, inclusion, and Burbank residency credit. Each criterion carried a designated point allocation contributing to the overall assessment of each application. Initially, staff and the art consultant reviewed all applications, artistic documentation, and support materials to ensure they met eligibility requirements. 37 applications were deemed eligible, while 9 were found ineligible, and applicants were notified of the reasons via email. Before the panel meeting, panelists reviewed electronic copies of applications and artistic work samples, providing preliminary scores based on provided criteria. On February 13th, 2024, a peer review panel comprising 6 experts in music, dance, theater, and nonprofit management assessed the 37 eligible applications, and staff attended as observers and note takers. The Community Arts Grant peer panel included Jennifer Betson-Gebel, who is an artist, Eric Connor, writer, producer, host, and teacher at New York Film Academy, Stuart Irel, artistic and creative director at Grand Performances, Cynthia Peace, managing director of musicians at Play Foundation, Rebecca Perez, animator for Walt Disney Animation, and Don Robinson Patrick, senior manager of programs at Gloria Molina Grand Park at the Music Center. Under the guidance of the art consultant, the panelists deliberated on each application, exchanging professional insights and allocating scores according to the established criteria. And I will say that all 37 applications received enough time that day to thoroughly be discussed. It was an amazing panel, I have to say, and a learning experience, I think, for staff who were in there. Conflict of interest declarations were addressed with panelists evaluating applications on a 105-point scale. Detailed information, including scores, comments, rankings, and grant allocations, was documented in panelist scores and grant recommendations. Subsequently, then, this comprehensive evaluation was relayed to staff for further processing. Award levels were determined based on scores, or available funds, request amounts, and qualified applicants. Decisions were final with comments documented and available upon request to applicants after grant award announcements. Next slide, please. Of the $50,000 available for project grants in 2024, $48,000 was ultimately distributed among 16 out of the 17 awardees, with one declining the grant. Funding was designated for various purposes, including art compensation, production, exhibit costs, marketing, rentals, and supplies. Grant recipients were encouraged to utilize matching funds, although it was not a requirement. Funds will be dispersed in 2 installments, with expenditures required within the project period from March 1st, 2024 to December 31st, 2024. Staff will collaborate closely with grant recipients to develop comprehensive public outreach and promotional strategies for their performances. The city will actively endorse sponsored performances through its website, email newsletters, and social media platforms. Upon project completion, grantees must submit a final report with a detailed budget and expense documentation to receive the final payment. Grantees who accept funding may be subject to potential audits by the city to verify the appropriate utilization of grant funds. And failure to sufficiently account for grant fund usage may result in the grantee's ineligibility for future city funding. The department and the Cultural Arts Commission are enthusiastic about supporting local artists and arts organizations through the Pilot Community Arts Grant Program. This initiative seeks to broaden community access to the arts, diversify arts programming, and provide essential backing to artists and arts organizations. Staff is here tonight to recommend that the Parks and Recreation Board consider the recommendation from the Community Arts Grant Program panel and approve, if I can get my fingers there, approve the allocation of funding for the 2024 Community Arts Grant awards totaling $48,000. With that, this concludes my report. Christy Lisinski and myself are available to answer any questions, should you have any. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Barrows. Board members, before we take a vote, does anyone have any questions? No? Okay. I think this is just a fabulous opportunity to support the arts and our art community and engage our residents. I'm really excited about this. So with that, can I have a motion?
I motion to approve the 48,000.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion, we have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Right.
Any opposed? None? Aye. Then this passes unanimously. Congratulations to the artists. I'm so excited to see this come to fruition. So great to end on such a high note, right? Okay, roll. Okay, but we do have one more item of business, maybe a couple more. So then we now have the consent calendar. All matters in the consent calendar are considered routine by department staff and may be enacted by the board in one vote. We can remove any consent items, which can be discussed separately if any board members would like to do so. So board members, can I have a motion to approve the consent calendar?
I motion we approve the consent calendar as is.
Okay.
Second.
Okay. Any opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Consent calendar is approved as is. Thank you very much. Next, we have any tabled items. Are there any tabled items, staff?
No, there are no tabled items.
No tabled items. Okay. Are there any additional comments from the board? I see none. Okay. Are there any introduction of new agenda items? Board members, would you like to introduce any new items to discuss? No. Excellent. Okay. There are no additional items to introduce. In that case, this concludes our March 14th board meeting, and we will conclude until April 11th. Thank you for your attendance and for coming. Good night.